Hello, everybody. How are you? It's been a little while since I've done some Foodie Beauty Tarot, and I got all my tarot cards in a box right here to use. Hope you guys are having a good day. I know that it's very early, so some of you might be at work right now. You guys can catch it on the replay. It's totally fine. So it's early, and I wanted to do some Foodie Beauty Tarot while I've got the time and see what the cards have to say. So we're going to do some tarot on Miss Foodie. Hey, New York, NYJ, how are you? You're the first to arrive. Welcome. I know I'm extremely early. Sometimes I do my tarot readings at night, but I got the time today, and I got the time now, and I got the energy. So that's why I'm doing it. I did one react on Chantal, and she did another video on her weigh-in, which was bogus. So who cares? It's all a lie. So we're just going to get to the truth. Hello, New York. So good to see you. So good to see you. Okay, so I got my tarot card packs all organized, and we're going to get going on this. So hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Hey, Laurel, where's Booger? Booger had her breakfast this morning. She had a very big breakfast. Hey, Lavender. So she's hiding somewhere. She's probably underneath the covers. She likes to do that. You see that bed behind me? She likes to get beneath the duvet and relax and sleep during the day. And then she's like, oh, wait a minute. No, she's not. She's right here. Booger. Everybody wants to say hi to you. Come here. Oh, big fat girl. Come here. Yeah, it's just a Booger. I thought she was where the bed was. Hey, Booger. How are you, Lavender? How is everybody? Booger's here with me. That's the baby girl. That's my baby. You want to get down? Okay, you can get down. Ooh, she gave me like a shock. Static. Warm cat, warm hoodie. That'll cause some static. How are you, Lavender? So, good. You're on a hike? Nice. You're in Minnesota. Well, I just moved to New Mexico. It is so beautiful here. I love it here already. And I can't wait to get out and get a bike and start exploring the area because it's gorgeous here. New Mexico is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Every place is stunning in its own different way. New Mexico it's got a very chill vibe. It really does. It has a very chill, laid back kind of vibe. Is it hot there? Not that bad. Not bad at all. Compared to California, it's not hot at all. Hey, Sarcastic Caesar. I will have some fun. And you know what? Even before I moved to Albuquerque, I heard so many wonderful things about it. Like nobody had anything bad to say. Nobody had anything bad to say about Albuquerque. It was all good. So like looking for something right here. Hold on. Can't find what I'm looking. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I'm going to have fun in Albuquerque. I got to get myself a bike and get rolling. There's all kinds of paths and trails and stuff everywhere. So it's going to be fun. Yeah, it really is chill. So I'm looking forward to doing a variety of different things here. So how are you guys today? How's your weekend going? You got some fun activities planned? Maybe you just want to chill out, enjoy yourselves, be with family and friends, because that's what the weekends are for. If you're not working, spend some time and take care of you. Okay. So yeah, we're going to do some Foodie Beauty Tarot. Oop, half my pack is falling out right now. Canadian border, very nice. I'm sure Canada is gorgeous. And it's such a shame that Chantal, when she was in Canada, she didn't show us more because Canada is so big. There's mountains, there's just forests, there's all kinds of things. There's the wildlife, there's the cuisine, the people, the places. the monuments, you name it. It's whatever you want. It's in Canada. As a YouTuber and content creator, you couldn't ask for anything better. And she left that to go to Kuwait. She's about to be jealous. Hey, shh, sarcastic. Don't tell her that's legal. In New Mexico, she'll make a visit down here and I don't want her here. Hey, Brooke. Don't tell her. Because once Thailand makes it to where it's illegal there, she'll go straight to New Mexico. I don't want her here. No. Stay over there, Foodie. You didn't hear that. You didn't see that. You did not see nor hear that about New Mexico. Is it lies? Absolute lies. Absolute lies. Hey, Susanna. Green is illegal here, Foodie. Just roll with that. You heard nothing else. How are you, Susanna? Your cat won't go out. Well, wait till it becomes winter. See, we're getting into that autumn, fall weather, which is beautiful in itself. Anybody that lives in the Pacific Northwest, that's when you really notice it. If you live in, say, Florida, you really don't notice the changing of the seasons because I used to live there, so I know. But in the Pacific Northwest, you see the changing of the color of the leaves. You really get a sense of the changing of the seasons in the Pacific Northwest. So different areas you notice it, different areas you won't. But it's beautiful to watch. 101 today? Yeah, no thanks. No, thank you. I used to live there. It's not fun. It is not fun when it gets that hot. No. I mean, I like heat, but doggone it, man. No, when you're melting, no. Absolutely not. No, thanks. Okay, so we're going to do our little readings on Miss Foodie. And if you guys want to give a thumbs up to this stream, I certainly would appreciate it. Hey, Angela. Give it a like. If you guys want to sub up, feel free to. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. I'm just here to do my readings and talk to you guys and have a good time. So how are you, Angela? How are you? Oh, hello, Gigi. You're always on the replay. Well, not today. Not today. So I've been keeping an eye on Chantal, and a couple of her lives, I'm like, no, you guys don't deserve to be tortured like that. She's boring. I don't want to fall asleep in the middle of a react, nor do I want my eardrums to bleed. I'll just pass on that. Thank you very much. Can I do readings on animals? I've never done readings on animals. Yeah, the Feisty Rose might be coming out today. And Feisty Rose actually came out in the last react that I just posted. She came out a little bit, not all the way. But there was some naughty language. And it had to do with what she did with the video where she was saying that my husband controls me. And she put some very suggestive things on the thumbnail and in the title. That's when the naughty language came out. And for good reason. Because I'm sick to death of that bitch using DV as a talking point when, in my opinion, it never happened to her. I can look into her eyes and tell nothing like that has ever happened to Chantal. She's telling a story, but she's not relating an actual experience. So fuck that bitch. She's not relating an actual experience. She's just telling a made-up story. You know what, Lavender? I get it. I get it. And it's really sad because she's been on YouTube for 8 fucking years. She knows what it takes to get the views. She knows what it takes to get people interested. And anymore, she's using cheap, horrible tactics and clickbait to get the views. That's all she's doing. It's just like, let me do a clickbait title and get people concerned or get people outraged. And that'll get me the views. Well, there's a little story called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. You cry wolf too much, people don't believe you. So those of us that have been through certain things in life, what she's doing is highly offensive. And she's counting on us to be offended, to create the outrage, to create the interest. No, I'm not going to give her what she wants. I am not going to get all the way mad and have my day ruined by my temper just going out of control. Fuck you, Chantal. I'm just going to give my opinions, and that's that. So again, using DV one more time for attention, Chantal, you're a twat waffle for that. Fuck you. So sorry for getting spicy right there. We're going to get into the readings. You know, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. She hasn't gone through anything major in life. She hasn't lived through anything. She hasn't survived anything. She's just a bland piece of paper trying to add many layers on top of herself to seem interesting and relatable and act like she's been through things in life. Again, I can look at her and tell she ain't been through nothing, because if she had, she would have learned something. She'd be a lot stronger and she wouldn't be so weak, because survivors get strong. We have our own sense of inner strength, and it shows. You have your scars, but you also have your fucking strength. She's not strong at all. She's a big old fucking marshmallow. Sorry. I'm going to shut up now, because I can go rant on her all day. So we're going to do some tarot readings. Deep breath. Deep breath. Did Spicy Ropes just pop on out there for a second? Yes, she did. Hey, Payday. I'm good. I promise I'm good. Chantal brought the Spicy Rose out for a second, but I'll put her back in the cage. I'll put her back in the cage. We're doing some calm readings today. So let's talk about her energy. Hey, X8, let's talk about her energy. What's going on with her energy? I'm going to tell y'all what I feel in her energy. I feel like right now there's a sense of doing anything she can to buy time and patience. Like it's like somebody, I keep getting this weird picture in my mind of somebody with coupons, like they're turning in their coupons for extra time. And what I mean by that is, like, she's doing whatever she can to buy more time and patience with Salah. But those coupons that she's trying to use are only going to last so long. Like, she's doing whatever she needs to appease him. But then if she goes right back to her behaviors, eventually all that patience is going to run out. He's already this close to walking away. I mean, when she came back to Thailand, I was feeling his energy, guys. He was pissed off. He was he was beside himself. He's calmed down, but he was enraged that she was back so soon. He was really angry. And she's just like doing whatever she can to keep him around and to keep the apartment for a little bit longer. But it's like buying time on borrowed lies. That's why I titled this live that. He's buying time on the borrowed time on the buying lies. Yeah, it's like you bought yourself a little bit of time, Chantal, but not much. That man is ready to walk. He's ready to walk. And I think something happened while she was away. Like, he talked to friends and relatives, and they really got in his ear, or maybe he just had a moment to like breathe and realize this is really not worth it anymore. And he's so close to done. He's so close to done. Yeah, I think you're right, Gigi. I think he'll take one more thing and everything's gonna break. It's right there. That string is ready to break. Like I keep feeling like he's just like, look, one more thing happened and I'm done. I'm through here. Fuck this toxic bitch. I want my life back. He wants it back, and he's tired of her being in the way. All right, so what do the cards have to say? Chantal, I got several of my decks here. I put them all together in a box so I can find them because I got a lot of decks behind me right there on the shelf, but I picked out the ones I want to use. So we're going to see what's going on with Miss Foodie. Well, she's almost 600 pounds, Lavender. She just posted a weigh-in, and I peeked at it to see if she was being real and being honest. So she showed a number on a scale, but she did not film herself getting on the scale, standing on it, and then slightly getting off like she should. She just showed a number on the scale. And by the way, that scale that she has, I looked it up. It shows the number in kilograms. I looked that up. The top number is 396 pounds. And she's well over 400. So that number, that scale couldn't even record all of her weight. She needs a scale that goes up to 600. So even if she got on the scale and it said 396, that still would not be her true weight. Yeah, exactly. Now, he didn't film her weigh-in. No, she didn't even max out the scale. I think she showed the scale. She didn't show herself getting on and off. She quickly got on and off to get all of her weight. You can watch the video yourself if you want, like the first front part of it, because that's when the weigh-in happens. And there's too many jump cuts. If it's a true, honest weigh-in, there should be no jump cuts. So, like, she lied again. She's like trying to say, oh, well, you can't tear the scale. Oh, yes, you can. There's all kinds of ways to do it. She did it back at the Canadian Villa. For those that were around at that point, you remember Pete showed us the scale that she was using. That scale was teared back all the way to 100 pounds less because he got on the scale and it wasn't giving him his true weight. Hey, Tater Tot, Coffee Cake, Wookie Lover. So, like, she's infamous for messing with those scales. She never gets her whole body on the scale. She's like, I don't want to show the shadow on the scale. You know what else? Hungry Fat Chick, Candy, has done some weigh-ins, and she's about the same size as Chantal, and she did honest, true weigh-ins. So why can't Chantal do it? She's like, I don't want to show you the shadow. Why? Because it'll tell on you? Are you scared that the shadow will tell on you? Because it's told on you before. We can tell when you're standing on it, when you're sitting on the toilet with your feet on the scale. And considering how big Chantal's abdomen is, yeah, it would be kind of hard for her to get the camera to pan down on the number because the stomach is going to kind of be in the way. But she just constantly lies. Lies. Candy is always managed. Yeah, but when she did her weigh-ins, Candy was being honest about it. I will give her that. I will give her that. Like, you know, when she was on her health arc, you know, she was keeping herself accountable. Yeah, they know, like, Chantal probably spends all day finding ways to cheat. And I don't understand why, because she's got Anime Sucks in her chat now, who's like, he's a Foodie. Somebody found his profile. He's a Foodie, y'all. Anime Sucks is a Foodie. He says he likes the bigger ladies, but on top of that, he also likes ladies who pass gas. That's another one of his interests. And think back to Thailand when she was passing gas and talking about messing her pants. I'm sure that was for Anime Sucks too. catering to their fetish. That's why he was giving her all those doggone super chats. All right, so Foodie. Yeah, she's perfect for him then. Yeah, exactly. All right, so talk to me, Miss Foodie. What is going on with you? What's going on with you? What is your energy? What am I feeling off of you? Nervous. I feel like the nervous energy. She's nervous. What are you anxious about? Talk to me. Like what is it coming from? What are you nervous about? She's nervous about something. And I'm just feeling right now, y'all. Just give me a second. I'm feeling like the energy from Foodie, like what I've been feeling is she's not going to be in Kuwait for 3 more months. Like something's going to happen and she's going to go to Canada or something early. Like this thing is going to break down quick. Real quick. Real quick. Like I think something has shifted. And the routine of her being in Kuwait and just laying on a couch and eating, no, something shifted. Hey, Hannibal, how are you? How are you, sir? Good to see you, sir. I look forward to hearing what Alice has to say later. You know, she's one of my favorite people. Everybody, like you guys know that I mod for the House of Hannibal. And Hannibal's in the house. Hey, Hannibal. Who I smoke? Foodie. You can smoke Monty, I'll smoke Foodie. All right. So let me just focus on these cards. I want to make sure that they're all cleared out. Yeah, Foodie does know how to manipulate, but I don't know. I feel like her going to Thailand, that 6 weeks away from Salah, something shifted. She doesn't have as much control over him as she used to. Like something happened, like he's talking to friends, relatives, some time alone. I think all of it. Like something shifted. Like he got to experience life away from her to see what it would be like. And he liked it. He's like, oh, like, what am I hanging out with her for? I can go live and enjoy myself. All right. So show me Foodie Beauty. Show me Miss Foodie. Yeah, he got a sense of relief. All right. Oh, this is, ooh. Okay, first card down, we got the 5 of Pentacles. Yikes. Well, that's going to make for a lot of tension in the house. That's very telling. So, Salah is not, hey, Luma, Salah has basically said no takeout for you. No takeout. Now we know why. I mean, she was in Thailand. She was spending a lot of money. Like she was supposed to be on a food budget. Well, that got tossed out the window. She was buying food. She was going to the mall, just spending money every which way. Nice, Hannibal. So, like, there's some money troubles going on there. Like, they're broke. And I keep focusing on a feature of this card. So, y'all take a look at the card. As you see the woman in front, she's not even paying attention to the pentacles above her, but the person behind her is looking at the pentacles. It's a big concern for that person. They're looking up towards the pentacles and just noticing the lack of money, while the person in front is really not paying attention at all. So like the money is really, really tight right now. Really tight. It's causing a lot of tension, a lot of uneasiness. Like Spirit is telling me that Foodie is uneasy because she knows the glue that's holding them together is the money. So if the money ain't there, then he's not going to be there and he might walk away. So like money issues, you did it to yourself though, Foodie. Okay, next card down, we got, what is that? Then we have the Seven of Swords. Let me just look at you for a minute. He's tired of the fighting. He is so tired. I feel like I keep hearing in my head, I can't do this anymore. He's tired. He's tired of the fighting and he's tired of the burden. He's tired of the fights that come with her, like all the chaos and just turmoil and her being volatile. He's sick of it all, dude. He's like, he wants to drop those swords because he's basically just, the swords to me represent what I'm feeling off of them is the swords that he has in hand represent the personal battles that he has with her over the food, over her weight. And you can see he's obviously overburdened, and there's two more behind him in the ground. So it's like there's always a battle, and he can't hold enough swords to fight all those battles. There's a sense like Three of Wands of just the Three of Wands to me represents you're holding, like the person's holding on to the wand. There's two more behind. But out of the landscape in front is barren. There's nothing growing. There's nothing being nurtured. There's no forest. There's no growth. It's just a wasteland. So the person is holding on to the wand with a sense of, this is all I've got. This is all I've got left. This is all I'm clinging to. Just a sense of you're holding on to something, but there isn't much to hold on to. You've got to grasp, holding it in your fist. But even that wand does not have much in the way of growth off of that either. So a sense of holding on to that little bit, but there's a sense of wonderment of like, where do I go from here? Like I see nothing in front of me. Where do I go from here? And I think that Spirit is saying that pertains to both of them. They're both feeling that way of holding on to something small. But both of them are in the position of there's nothing else there. Like there's nothing else for them to grab onto or count on. It's just a barren desert wasteland, and just a sense of like they feel stuck. They feel stuck. They're kind of stuck with each other and stuck in the predicament of, because neither one prepared, neither one made a plan B or an escape route, they're stuck with each other. So because they're stuck with each other, they don't want to walk away. The Hanged Man. Hold on. Now this is interesting because the Hangman came up this way, came up inverted. So normally it would be this way. And the Hangman, if it were, like right side up, would be someone who feels stuck. But it was this way. So when it's reversed, I feel like somebody who was once stuck, like I feel like that the glowing around the head is somebody just somebody's getting in touch, or they have gotten in touch with their higher self. And I feel like that it's pointing towards Salah, not to Chantal. I feel like he's reaching for a higher self, or just coming out of the fog and saying like he's getting unstuck, seeing the light a little bit. Like he's tired of being stuck, and instead of being hanging upside down from the tree, he's right side up. He's standing up. He's not laying down. Another thing that's striking me off this card is this feels almost like a yoga position. Again, it points in the direction of the higher self, like getting in touch with your spiritual self. Like I think something happened while she was away. Maybe he talked to somebody. Maybe he talked to family and friends, and he really just started to get himself grounded. But getting in touch with the higher self to get yourself unstuck. Okay. Yeah. And okay, talk to me. We've got the 8 of Cups. I need more clarification on that. I need more. Ooh. All right. So that was the clarification that I was looking for. All right. So we have the 7 of Cups. And why I wanted the clarification was the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this card pertains to Chantal. I think this is her. I feel a sense that the cups, all of the cups together in the front, represent all of the money that she has spent on Salah, that she spent her time in Kuwait, like all the money she's invested. Doctor, hey doctor, how are you? Good to see you, sir. Like I feel like all of these cups represent, like, over the course of the 3 years that she has spent on Salah. And she just arrives at a place where she says, I'm out. And follow that up with the Queen of Wands. I feel like that's mom. She's talking to her mother. She's going back to mom. Like she's going to get her fill of it, and she's going to go, I'm going home. I'm going home. Now, I do know that the holidays are coming up, and Chantal likes to go back to Canada to get her gifts and stuff from family. So that might be in the works, y'all. She always goes home for Christmas because she wants to get the free stuff from the family. So she might be talking to mom about that. And I don't know if she's going to stay, but that's already been discussed. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I need what? Excuse me? Oh, what is this? No, I need more. Give me more. Okay. This is interesting. So we have the Lover's card. That I need a clarification on that, because I'm like, that can go either way. Is that Salah? Is that Nader? Because Naders are one true love. We've got the 7 of Cups to go with that. Chantal, who are you talking to? Who are you talking? I need more clarification because we got this card after we got the Eight of Swords. I need to know who that is. Who is that? Show me. Who is that? Show me. Okay. We have the let's see, the Eight of Pentacles. That could be anybody. But we also have this card. Three. Fucking girl world. I love you. We got the Five of Wands. I'm kind of feeling like she's talking to Natter to get things started again at some point, to get the drama going, to get the money up. That's why I needed some clarification, like lovers. Who is that? That could be Natter or it could be Salah. But I feel like there's. Hold on a minute. Wait, stop. Yeah, hold on. Let me just back it up because I needed one more card. So we had let me clarify. We got the Lovers card, right? Then we have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like this is the empty promises of Chantal. This is her promising things. Oh, life is going to be so good and we're going to travel, blah, 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 fucking blah, blah, blah. This is her, buying time with borrowed lies, promising him all kinds of things, right? But, promising to make lots of money. But there's going to be fights. There's going to be fights. He's going to be fighting her all the way up that hill with roller skates on. Over everything. Which is going to lead to even more battles. And she's going to feel stuck. Which is going to lead to this. Take your shit, bitch, and go home. Like it's her leaving Kuwait is not going to be fun. And it's not going to be a good time. And she's not going to like it. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of bitterness involved with it. But let's keep going because I want to see more. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, okay. So we got the Ace of Swords. Ego. I feel like ego. Ego. I'm a real man. Oops, did I say that out loud? Somebody is going for the crown. Somebody thinks they have the crown on their head. Look, another card of fighting. Like there's going to be some battles. Battles. Somebody's fighting. Who are they fighting? No, I want to know. Who is that? Girl world? Ooh. So we have the Hierophant. Okay, expand on the Hierophant, please. Yeah. Okay, so the Hierophant card. Who is this? Again, I feel like Salah has gotten in touch with his faith. With his faith. And it has to do with the two of them. Okay, what else do we have here? Expand on that. Ace of Wands. What else? Yeah, like so getting in touch with the higher self. You got the Ace of Wands with him trying to come up with ideas to help her make money. But the ideas that he comes up with ends up causing all kinds of battles because it involves her taking care of her health and she doesn't want to freaking do that. Let's see. Then you got the Star card. Star card. What is the Star card telling me? It tells me it's like the big pond to me feels like putting in a lot of effort And the picture with the water flowing out of it, it feels like you're putting forth a lot of effort and a lot of energy for not much water. Does that make sense? Like you're doing a lot just to gather up a little. Like you're not going to get very far. It's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. The Ace of Pentacles is definitely like the money in hand. Oh, really? Hold on. So it's always like Foodie's over there, like trying to come up with anything to make money, to keep him around. Like she's the magician, just trying to like create some kind of false magic to get her needs met. But what that ends up doing is she doesn't know which way to turn. She doesn't know which battle to fight, and she doesn't have proper vision to do so. So, all right. So hold on a minute. Huh? Really? And who is this? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, this is interesting. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. Y'all follow me. 9 of Pentacles, right? Her surrounded in money. Then we have this other Pentacle card. You got the 10 of Pentacles, followed by, this is what made me go, the King of Wands. Could that be Pete's? Because he's got 15 grand in his pocket right now. If she wanted to go back to Canada and get started, she could make a phone call. And Pete loves her. He would do it because he misses her. So could that be her way out of Kuwait? I think so. I really think so. What else? What else? Talk to me. Yeah, it kind of feels like it. Kind of feels like there might be a little reunion in Canada. Notice that there's 3 people. Notice that there's 3 people. It kind of looks like she's going to get shit started with Natter again. Yep. Let's see. But here's where it gets funny. Here's where it gets really funny. Like Natter's going to be a bit of a holdout, it looks like. Like she's going to offer him money and he's going to say no. Like he's going to hold out for more and more money. Yeah, because he wants to be Mr. King of Pentacles. He wants the most money. He knows that her channel is failing and she needs that drama. So he's going to be like, how much are you willing to pay me? How much do you got? Come on, bring it on. Like he's going to fleece her for so much money. I love that for her. She's going to be in a lot of pain though. Always. Like that, this card is always popping up for Foodie. Always. Like she's in some major pain right now and it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. But if she goes back, if she knows what to do, if she does what she knows she could do, her cup will runneth over, and things will be profitable again. Hold on. Because like she's on the Salah side, it's gonna be nothing but fights. Because he is listening to his faith. Like she can't put up this pretense much longer. And there's gonna be justice. Hello, Miggsy. There's gonna be justice. But she'll be in her element and she'll be happy again. She's out of her element right now. Her being in Kuwait, it's no. It's not for her. She doesn't fit in there. She is not a true Muslim woman. She's just pretending to be. The energy is wrong for her. She needs to go back home and just be her real, authentic self. Just stop doing what she's doing and just be herself. And this is why And this is exactly why. This is why you can't deny fate. You know, like and followed by this. You know, things like it's her addiction is always going to be on top of her. I don't see her getting on top of it. It stays on top of her. Exactly, JR. She will. So, I think she's going to be going back to Canada sooner rather than later, y'all. I really do. She's going to go back sooner rather than later. Like this whole thing between her and Salah is so delicate. Like it's just balanced on the edge of a knife. There's so much tension there. He can't stand her. He was pissed off that she came back so early. She wasn't supposed to do that. She came back earlier than what she was supposed to, I feel. And he was mad about that. I understand, T. I do. So I feel like everything is like on shaky ground. It's not stable. It's very, 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 very shaky. Like if Salah wants her out of Kuwait, it'd be really, really simple. Really simple. He has to do just one thing. Cancel the lease. It's not in her name. I don't know whose name it's under. Cancel the lease. Tell her, look, it's not my place. The landlord said we had to get out. That'll make her leave. Cancel the doggone lease. Or keep the pressure on her to eat healthy. She'll get so sick of it, she will go home to Canada. If you want her to go, you can't make things too comfortable. You got to make her uncomfortable. Foodie does not like to feel uncomfortable. So make her as uncomfortable as possible. Don't let her eat the fast food. Insist on her exercising. She will hate it so much, she will leave. You got to keep the pressure on. You got to keep it on. Don't let her get comfortable. Don't let her seal. Don't let her eat the fast food. Make it an environment that she absolutely hates, and she will leave it. She'll go home to Canada where she can do all the things she wants to do. So let me get Salah's energy. Although he was popping up in this reading, like what's going on with him? You know what? Hold on a minute. I got some other decks over here. We got the Osho Tarot deck, for those that want to know what it looks like. All right, Gigi, thank you so much for dropping by. Really appreciate it. And for those of you that are watching this reading, you might be new to my channel or not. If you want, you can give a like to this stream or sub up if you want to. Entirely your decision. Just want to watch, perfectly acceptable. I'm just here to entertain the people with a great tarot reading. So if you like the tarot readings that I do, you can sub up, and I do much more. So we're going to do some more. We're going to do some oracle decks on top of that. I'm going to have to fix that one tarot card. It's acting kind of wonky. What are you doing? Okay. Okay. So are there any further thoughts for Chantal? Any spiritual messages? Anything that Foodie has to focus on? Things to bring to her attention? Any insight would be appreciated. Just want to make sure these are all figured out. Okay, so what are some cards for Chantal? Okay, first card down, you got the exhaustion card. She is exhausted. She feels exhausted. She feels really exhausted. And not because she's going out and doing physical work. It's just her, like her health is so bad. Like it's easy for her to get exhausted. But it's not just physical and mental exhaustion that she's dealing with. Spirit keeps telling me she's exhausted because she's played every card that she could play, like just doing everything she could think of to buy more time in Kuwait, to buy more patience with Salah. And she's running out. She's really running out. Like she's just like, I feel like with this card, you see the person is in this thing, but they're boxed in. Like notice where they are. They're boxed in. And that's how she feels. She feels boxed in, like, I don't know where to go. I can't get out of this box. She's exhausted. So there's a sense of exhaustion physically, mentally, emotionally. She's a liar, a con artist, a manipulator, and she's running out of manipulation tactics and lies to tell to Salah to buy herself more time in Kuwait. She needs a deeper sense of understanding. She needs to understand what's going on inside of her and around her. Like she is so oblivious to herself, her surroundings, and people around her. Like she numbs herself out. She turns off the lights and she stays in the dark, and she doesn't really let things in to get a sense of understanding of like what's going on around her, so she can take everything in and assess it and know where to move and how to move. So she needs a sense of understanding what's going on inside of her, what's going on outside of her, what's going on with other people that are dealing with her, what's going on with her audience and her channel. She needs to just take some serious inventory of her life. She's been avoiding doing that, and she just can't go on like that anymore. She needs to cultivate understanding, abundance. So like abusing abundance. Like abundance can be good, but can also be bad if you abuse abundance. And she clearly has abused the abundance that the universe has given her. Like she has an abundance of money, therefore she can get an abundance of food. And rather than be charitable and share what the universe is giving her, she makes it toxic and she hurts herself with it. So, like she's sitting in place, and she should be moving, and she should be appreciating the abundance that she's being given rather than abusing it. The universe is trying to tell you, Chantal, you were given a cup of fortune long ago. You chose to take that cup and turn it into a teacup of fortune, a toxic teacup of fortune, and you keep drinking your own poison. You made that poison, and you've suffered as a result of your own choices. But you like, this is jumping out at me right now. Look on either side of the structure. You've got the moon and you've got the sun. So the abundance can go one way or the other, light or darkness. You're on the dark side of things. You need to get on the light side of things, because that is where the rainbow is. That's not where the darkness is. You're on the dark side of things. You choose to stay there, but you can go on the other side. We need some patience. She's a very impatient person. Very impatient. She wants everything right now, right now, right now, right now. This minute, this minute, this minute, this minute. She needs to cultivate patience. You got to have patience in life. Anything good is worth working for, planning over, making some structure with. She needs patience. The universe is telling you, Chantal, you need patience. Patience is a good thing. It's okay to be impatient sometimes, but not all the time. What else we got? Control. Oh my God. Control, Chantal. Do you see this card? Big control. You need control. You need to take control of yourself. Stop trying to control other people. Control your soul. Control your life. Control what you do. Control what you say. Control how you affect people. You're so busy trying to be the puppet master for other people and controlling the narrative that you don't control yourself. And yet, you're doing it backwards. Because if you controlled yourself and you policed yourself, then it will cause a ripple effect. If you put yourself in alignment, then it would improve everything around you. So control, Chantal. You need control. Last card down. If you did the following, ma'am, if you got yourself out of that box, okay, if you stopped exhausting yourself, coming up with lies and manipulation and controlling people, if you developed understanding of yourself and your surroundings, if you stopped abusing your abundance and used it the right way, if you exercise patience, hello, patience, and control, if you have some control of yourself, what's going to happen? A breakthrough. You'll have a breakthrough. You'll break through that wall that you created for yourself. Damn, that was a message. That was a fucking message, Chantal. Straight up. Okay. Now, we're going to get into Salah. We're going to get into Mr. Salad. All right. What's up with him? What is he thinking? What is he feeling? What's his energy? Let me just pick up on that. He's quietly angry right now. He's quietly angry. Ooh, that quiet anger. That's not good. I'll tell you why. Because quiet anger is a breeding ground for indifference. Have you ever been so mad at somebody that you just can't get mad anymore? Have you guys ever experienced that where you deal with somebody too much and you just get so mad at them that you can't get mad anymore? Your circuit's blown. Like they do something to piss you off, but you can't get pissed off. You're indifferent. Your circuit's blown. You don't even have the energy to get mad. That's where he's at. His circuit's blown. And he's just like, I don't even have the energy to get mad at her anymore. He can't even get mad. He's mad, but he just doesn't have the energy to yell or scream any longer. He doesn't have it. Booger, hey, what are you doing? Okay, so let me just get into what the cards say about him. What they have to say. Yes, the booger. Come here. Little girl. Booger says, hi. By the way, y'all, the place that I'm living at, which is gorgeous, Booger's not the only cat in the house. There's a 130-pound golden lab named Katie, who absolutely loves the cats. And there are, I believe, 4 black cats and 1 half-grown tortie. So there's all kinds of cats here. Oh, and there's also a rag doll she's a big old thing. She likes me. So like this place is full of animals. Hey, Peach Blossom. So we got lots of animals here. All right, Salah. What say you, sir? What's your energy, sir? Now he's quietly mad. He's so frustrated. He's so mad. How many of you watched the birthday live that she did? How many of you guys have seen it already? Anybody take a look at that through one of the reaction channels or the clip channels? Because, man, the tension in the air. Booger, what are you doing? Yeah, I would be too, Peach Blossom, because, okay, let me get my thoughts on it. It's his birthday, not hers. So if he's a YouTuber, why not go on his gaming channel and do a gaming stream where his channel would benefit the most? But no, Chantal's going to act like it's her birthday and she's doing a stream and you barely saw him in the stream. How narcissistic can you be? Seriously, acting like it's your birthday. It's his birthday, right? It's his birthday, not yours. She did not get him a gift. She did not get him a card. And because she couldn't eat cake because he wasn't going to let her, she just didn't get a cake. She couldn't just say, here, happy birthday, Salah, and get him a cupcake or something. He was like, no cake for you, because he knows she's going to eat all of the doggone cake. He watched her probably eat that slice of cake in Thailand and said, no, ma'am. Nope, you're not downing an entire cake in 10 minutes. No. So Chantal's point of view is, if I can't have cake, then nobody's going to have cake. She was pouty. Yeah, she would, Payday. But no gift for him, no card, no nothing. It was all about her. She probably expected him to get a birthday cake that she could eat, take her out to dinner so she can get extra food, take her to a movie to pig out on junk food. And because he wasn't going to do it, she was basically throwing a little hissy fit because she expected that all of his birthday would be about her. Hey, Ray. You know what, Ray? It's interesting because I was on Twitter earlier and I've heard that people in Kuwait do celebrate birthdays. They're just not excessive. But I'll have to do some further research on it later. I'll look that up. I will look it up. I want to be educated on the matter. Salah, I hope, went to have his birthday with his family. He probably did. Yeah, Foodie was mad. You're a Muslim. Okay, I will take your word for it. And thank you for letting me know. I like to learn about different religions and cultures. You know, I want to be more educated. I don't want to be ignorant. And I want to be respectful. So thank you for letting me know. Foodie's always mad. Hey, Starburst. So wait a second. Okay, thank you. Hey, M. Ray, thank you for bringing that to my attention. So it's his birthday. He's a Muslim man. They don't celebrate birthdays. So why is Foodie celebrating his birthday? Why is she making that a topic of her stream then, since she's supposed to be a reverted Muslim woman? Is that the proper thing to do? That's not the proper thing to do, I think, as a reverted Muslim. She made an entire stream. It's his birthday. So if they're both Muslim, then neither one should be celebrating the birthday, correct? Oh, a Sharia law forbids celebrating birthdays. Plenty of Muslims celebrate their birthdays as long as they give thanks to Allah for the occasion. Okay. You know what, Emre? I'm actually in agreement with you. She's not been respectful of the Muslim faith at all. She comes on camera, she gossips, she smokes, she's visibly high, she commits gluttony, she's hateful, she's offensive. These are all haram things. So I agree with you. They were hoping for birthday super chats. I agree with you. They were probably hoping for that, but here's the problem. It's not her birthday, it's his. So her getting on camera hoping for super chats for herself via his birthday is kind of weird. Booker, what are you doing? Hold on a second. Booger's up in the window. Booger, what are you doing? Cat things. She climbed up in the window and thought she could balance herself there. What are you doing? She thinks she's in trouble now. No, you're not in trouble. You just scared me. I thought you were going to fall. Don't do that. Come here. She thinks she's in trouble. Okay. That's why he wasn't into it. All right. That's why he wasn't into it. Booger. Honey. Get out of there. So, all right. So I just want to peek into his energy, what he's thinking and feeling. It's okay to recognize someone's birthday, but it is forbidden. Okay. See, I want to learn things. There are many cultures and many faiths and many religions that I am not familiar with, but I am open to learning so I could be respectful of anyone when I encounter someone of a different faith or culture or lifestyle than my own. Booger, come here. You are just doing the most. Come here. Look at that face. Look at that face. You are going to get in trouble. She's got all kinds of energy right now because she just had a big breakfast. She's feeling very spry right now. Foodie said Salah got himself a small cake, so he celebrated at least a little bit. Yeah, but not with her. He probably hung out with family and friends. That's where his main celebration. You know what? Foodie came online and she said he doesn't celebrate his birthday. Now, I remember seeing a very small clip of Salah when he was younger. He was amongst his male friends. They were celebrating something, and he was having a grand old time. He was whooping it up. I can't remember what is in reference to, but he was having a blast. So her saying he doesn't like to celebrate things, that's a bunch of malarkey. He does. He just doesn't want to celebrate with you because you're party killer Patty, Chantal. Nobody can have a good time around Foodie. New Year's celebration. You think so, Doctor? I think you might be right. Hey, NyQuil. I think you might be right about that, Doctor. All right, Salah. What is your energy, sir? I got two words that keep popping in my head. Last leg. Like this is like the last leg of his patience. The last leg of his patience. He's done. I'm telling you, Chantal's walking the edge. And we see how she walks. She weeble wobbles. So she better watch it. She better watch it. Like he is so close to being done. All right. All right. I just want to make the cards sure the cards are all cleared off. I agree, Net Detective. She's only going to get worse. And another thing about Foodie, like, let's go back in time for a minute. When she was with BB and she had to go to the ER for eating too much cheese, she told BB that she was going to change. BB did not know that she had a problem with food. She was hiding pizza boxes in the closet to the point where it caused a roach infestation in their apartment. But just imagine this man, BB, hardworking, good man. That was supposed to be her partner. And she hid her food addiction from him when, if that were really her partner, she should have told him. But once he found out, he did what he could. He had her sign up at a gym, try to eat healthy. The thing is, food addiction is one of those things you can't just cure it with exercise and food portions. You've got to get that. You got to get that mental therapy, because that's where the addiction is, not in your stomach. The stomach is not the problem. The problem is all this stuff wrapped around the addiction itself. You got to pull it apart. You got to look at it. You got to examine it. You got to figure out what your triggers are. Be aware of them. Find coping skills and coping mechanisms. She doesn't have that. And she refuses to go to therapy. So therefore, this thing is always going to continue. I believe what you say, Ray. I don't think she even actually likes him. Never mind, loves him. She just doesn't want girl word to say, I told you so. Yes to that, English. Yes to that. And I will add something to that. I think the main reasons why she's so hell-bent on staying in Kuwait, she needs a place to stay. Because if she had to go home to Canada, let's think about what it would take for her to get a place to stay. She has no good credit. She's got 2 bankruptcies, one of which is open on her record. Landlords get nervous when they see things like that. Under normal circumstances, to get a place to stay, you would need first month's rent, last month's rent, security deposit, possibly pet deposit, money to turn on utilities. You can easily drop $7,000, $8,000 just getting started. That's not counting putting stuff in the house you need, like a bed, like getting some dishes, because she has nothing. It's a lot of money. She doesn't have it. So I think it's about her staying in Kuwait to have a place to stay versus she goes back and she's sleeping on somebody's couch. And if she does that, her family is not going to keep her on the couch for very long. It's going to be just a temporary thing. So it's about the house. It's not about him. Oh, yes, they would, T. So it's about hanging on to the one place that she's got to live. Like she doesn't want the tax man to come running after her. At this point, if she stays on someone's couch, she's going to break it. You might be right. You might be right. Her family would let her sleep overnight at their place. In the morning, they kicked her out because they have to go to work. They're not going to let her stay in the house. use the entire house as a recording studio, dox everything, let everybody know that she was there. They come home. There's no food in the place. The place is a mess. They're like, no. You can stay the night, but as soon in the morning, you got to get up and get out. They know her sloppy, evil ways. So, Booger. What are you doing? But even if she went back to the family, they're not going to put her up for long. They can't. They cannot. They'll be like, you can stay here and sleep on the couch, but spend the rest of the day looking for a place to stay because this is not a permanent thing. All right. All right. So, Salah, let's take a look at you, sir. Oh, hold on a minute. I'm putting you back in the pile because I don't know what you mean. All right. Yes. Is it Elaine Brown? Am I doing another reading? Yes. I'm doing one on Salah. I did one on Foodie. Pete must not have offered help. You know what, Janet? I've heard that he's got an inheritance coming from somewhere. I don't know where. If it's an insurance policy, some kind of inheritance. I do know that things like that take time. Like if something happens, they don't just send you a check the next day. So maybe that might be part of the issue. That he doesn't have the money in hand yet. Or it could take up to a year. There you go. So it might be a very lengthy process. So that might be another reason why she's hanging on so hard to Kuwait. Because she literally has nowhere else to go. His dad died. That's where Pete's is getting the money from. Well, you know what? I don't like Pete's, but I'm sorry that his father passed away. Losing a parent is always a very sad thing. But it sounds like it came from an insurance policy. And yeah, those do take a while. But the processing and checking, make sure that person doesn't have any debts and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's going to be a minute. All right. All right, Salah, your turn. Okay, so the first card down is not bad. We got the Page of Wands. See, I need another card to go with the Page of Wands. Ooh. Ugh. All right, so we got the Page of Wands. Let me look at you. There's a sense of him. He's looking at new ideas, new things. There's a sense of looking up and not looking down so much anymore. Just he's focused on more on things that have growth attached to them. Hey, Hannibal. So Salah he's focused on personal growth. Spirit just told me that personal growth. He wants to be productive. You know, like just nurturing growth. Problem is, we got the Four of Swords. We got the Four of Swords. Okay, Four of Swords. Why are you there and what's going on with you? Talk to me, please. Ugh. What are you worried about? So the Four of Swords, he's worried about the Four of Wands. Hey, sock puppet. Okay, I need another card. What is this? Okay, now I got more clarification. So we got the Four of Swords. Okay, you guys see that? Four of Swords. So like what the Four of Swords, that could be depression, that could be just things weighing heavily upon you. You see the swords are coming down on the person. And I'm looking at this card and I feel like the swords are coming down. The person's got their eyes closed. They see the swords coming down and they don't want to see it happening. It's like, I know that these swords are coming down and it's going to be hard and it's going to hurt. I don't want to have my eyes open when it happens. Like there's a sense of heavy burden and strife and struggle. And it's like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm going to block everything out. La, 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 la. So there's a feeling is, like he's worried. He's very worried that this thing that he's trying to do with Chantal, it's not going to give what he wants it to give. And he's looking for strength to tame the savage beast. Like it's taken all of his strength to stay where he's at, to deal with her. Like I feel like he's lacking strength right now. He's not really feeling the strength. He's putting on a show of strength, but he doesn't feel strong because he's just like, I don't know what to do with her. I don't know what to do with her. She's a savage beast. I don't know what to do with her. She's off her leash and I can't put her back on. So like he's looking for strength. He's trying to find strength, not finding it, because this is the battle that's going on right now with Chantal. It's one that she has to fight. It is her fight. It is her battle. He can't fight it for her. He can't win it for her. She's got to pick up the gun and get into the trench and fight the fucking battle. He can't do this for her. He's outside of her. He's not inside of her to fix things. He can't fight for her. So he's using all of his strength trying to manage the symptoms, the shrapnel of the battle. At the same time, she's not even fighting it. So it's taken all of his strength. Okay, what do we got here? This is interesting. Ooh, uh-oh. Talk to me. All right, this is really great. So, do y'all remember when I did a tarot reading and I told y'all I felt like there have been some conversations that have been had between three people? I think the people are Salah, Murad, Allah, and there were conversations of, what are we going to do about her? But this whole thing, this whole business arrangement, what are we going to do about her? What can be done to manage this beast? What are we going to do? Hello, Jason. Well, guess what I just pulled up? We got the King of Wands. We have the Emperor. We have the King of Swords. They're still talking. They're still talking. They're still very much in Salah's ear. They're not putting the pressure on him, but they have to let him cut the cord. They can't do it. But they are there, watching, listening. Okay. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you got the Nine of Pentacles, but you also got Judgment. Oh yeah, tell me about that Judgment card. In reference to what? What are we judging here? So with the Judgment card, we have the Three of Wands. We also have the Two of Wands. So that kind of feels like the Wheel of Fortune, where somebody's going to have to make a judgment call. I think they both have to make a judgment call. She and he have to decide, is it worth hanging on to this thing? Is the juice really worth the fucking squeeze? And wouldn't it be worth it just to walk away from this thing? Because the world is in your hands, literally. Do you see that picture? The world is in their hands, but they're so busy looking out at the landscape of everything beyond it that they're not looking down at it. So it's like you gotta look at what's in your hand before you can look out at the world and say, the world is mine. I want it all. Look at what's in front of you first. Then we have the Ace of Cups. Now he's wanting his cup to overflow. He really wants that plenty. But I'm looking at the bird dropping, it looks like a wafer inside of the cup. He wants the cup to overflow, but he wants it to be peaceful. There's too much fight with the cup. He wants the dove of peace. He really wants that relaxation with making the money. But the Two of Pentacles. What are you doing, Salah? Managing the money matters for Chantal is hard. Like I can feel a sense of like not robbing Peter to pay Paul, but borrowing money from Peter to pay Paul. Does that make sense? Just transferring money over from one thing to the other thing to make sure everything's covered, not in a shady way, just like trying to cover all the expenses, like and struggling with it because you just keep spending too much. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh, interesting. So we got the Three of Cups, celebration. Then you got the Ten of Cups. Hold on, we're about to have a turn. So there was a celebration, but guess what? This is Salah's reading. And the Devil card is temptation. It could also be about addiction. I don't know if he's got anything going on with himself, but it would make sense if, Chantal is a multi-layered addict and she uses her addiction to manipulate him, in the sense of she makes a big deal about having food addiction and you got to be around to keep me from having a B moment. And if she has one, look what you made me do because you weren't here. So that's why you should be here. Yeah. So like, give me some more information on that Devil card. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So now we have the Nine of Wands. He's getting so stressed out trying to fight her to be productive. Oh my God. And he's getting some battle scratches as a result. Like he's taking some war wounds over this because like she battles him all the time. Oof. But you got the Wheel of Fortune. So like it's up to you, Salah. The wheel turns when you let it turn. When you stop it from turning, it gets stuck. When you are part of something or you're with somebody and you know it don't work, the wheel gets stuck. It can't turn anymore. And the only way to get it to turn again is to get unstuck. Oh, here we go. We got the Hanged Man. Again, this came up for him. So he is the one that's getting the enlightened moment. He is. And he must have talked to somebody of the faith in Kuwait. Like somebody gave him a good talking to and grounded him. And that changed his point of view. I think that happened because he came away from it feeling very grounded, more himself. Like he lost himself there for a minute and he found a part of himself at least. You know? Oh, nice, Samantha. I just had a blast at Pagan Fest, so I'm hoping this will be just as much fun. Nice. And just as hard on my pocketbook, but I got paid today. So yeah. Yay. Okay. One thing you should know about in Islam, Salah can have other wives or wives without telling her. He strikes me as creepy. He could be married to other people. What is she going to do? It's not like she can go anywhere. So yeah. So then we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So he's looking for all kinds of money, but I think he's ready to take a loss. He's ready to walk away from this thing. He's not going to lose everything. He's going to lose a lot. And at first he's going to be like, you know, there she goes with all her money, but he's not going to lose it all. He's not. He's going to get adjusted. He feels very, very stuck. Feels very stuck. When I'm looking at this card, it looks like to me like the swords all form like a gate, almost like a jail. He feels boxed in. He feels like he can't move. You know, he's kind of blinded to what he could do. He just feels completely just bound. Oh, and you got the 3 of Swords. So it's like there's an inner battle going on there. His emotions, his mind, his thoughts, his faith. There's an inner battle going on there. Like I feel conflicted. The word that came to mind, he's conflicted. What he should do, how he should handle things, how he should handle her, how he should get rid of her because he wants to. There's like an inner emotional battle going on right now. But he's trying to be very productive. Like he's got something going on in the background. I'm talking to other women, Salah. Yeah, this is my favorite card in the tarot, the fuck around, find out card. I love the Tower card. My friend Inferno likes the Death card. This is my favorite, the fuck around, find out card. My absolute favorite card in the tarot, the Tower. Because the Tower card sometimes is not a bad thing, y'all. Sometimes breaking things apart can lead to positive change. So he's going to have his little Tower moment. Oh, really? Oh, my. So there's going to be a Tower moment, a split, and then look. You got the King of Pentacles. You got the Queen of Swords. Who do you think these 2 people are? Y'all look. Who does that look like? I'm a real man. Who do you think that is? Yeah, it would seem those 2 were talking and something might be happening soon, y'all. Something might be happening soon between those 2. Something might be happening between those 2. You know she hates women. Who? Chantal? Yeah, she hates women. She does. But she's also a desperate woman. Okay, Ray. She hates other women, but yet, when she was involved with Nader, and she knew that Nader was with Dee Dee, and when he lived with Dee Dee, she was still continuing to see him. She would drive like 2 or 3 hours from Ottawa to Montreal to go see him, and then drive 2 or 3 hours back several times a week. She was that desperate for Nader, that even though Nader lived with Dee Dee and slept in Dee Dee's bed, she still wanted a piece of Nader, so she just took him any way she could get him. So like she will tolerate certain things if she has to. She tried to lure him with drugs and money. Yep. Nope, she hasn't studied the Quran at all. Doesn't want to either. All right, so we did Salah. We did Chantal. How about we do one on Nader? What do y'all think? Hello, Blondie. If y'all want to give a thumbs up to the stream, I sure would appreciate it. That way other people can find the stream and enjoy it as well. And if you would like to sub up to the channel, I would appreciate that too. You don't have to. Do what you want to do. Everybody's free to go where they want on YouTube and enjoy what they like. He has court on the 21st. I'm trying to see if I can go up there. Ooh. Oh, so his court case isn't over? Interesting. How are you, Blondie? Okay. So we'll do one on Nader. They never let us in last time. Well, you know what, Joanna? I heard the problem with Zoom is that some people that were signing in with Zoom, they were not being respectful and quiet. And that was causing a disturbance. So maybe that's why they're not doing Zoom this time. It wasn't everybody. I heard it was just some people that were being disruptive. So how's the move? The move is completed. And I'm in the new place in New Mexico. And it's beautiful here. Love it. So now it's just getting back into the routine of things. Okay. So we're doing one on, you know what? Hold on a minute. Wait. Sorry. I am so sorry. I forgot to do the Osho tarot cards on Salah. I am so sorry. They were just sitting beside me saying, what about me? Okay. All right. So what do cards have to say to Salah? Any personal messages to Salah? Any advice you have to give him? Things he has to work on? Things that are highlighted? Please let us know. What about me? Oh, FFG cracks me up when she says that. All right. So we're going to do some of this. All right. So we're going to get it. We're just going to get some further insight to Salah and then move on to Nader. We're going to get into Mr. Nader. You know, on a side note, like I don't like to talk about political stuff, but I just keep seeing different tidbits that things over in the Middle East are getting very, very tense. And there are airstrikes in different places. If I were Chantal, I'd be getting the hell out of there. I would. I'd be getting the hell out of there. Because if she thinks that when things start kicking off, she can just get on an airplane and go right away, no. No. They might just shut down all flights when that starts kicking off. She needs to get gone. Just to be careful. She needs to get gone. I'm just saying, I've seen things that are concerning. All right. All right. What do the cards have to say for Salah? What? Okay, so it looks like he and Chantal have something in common. They're both feeling a sense of exhaustion. Like the person on this card is they're looking so tired. So tired. And I'm looking at this card. It's kind of like some weird graphics. It looks like this person's trying to fix the innards of this robot and having no success. They're just trying, they're tired feeling, they're trying to fix something and it's just not working. Hello, 31. So like he's feeling exhausted. She's feeling exhausted. But the next card down is the miser. Really? So, okay. Hi, Ray. The rumor and the feeling is, y'all, that Salah's been putting some money away. Like when he goes to get Chantal food, he puts some money away. Like he overcharges her the way that Natter used to. So I'm wondering if that is in reference to that. The miser. Oh, wait, let me take a look at this again. Wait, stop. I'm, you know what? I correct myself. I didn't look at this long enough. I feel like this is the way he sees Chantal. That this is he looks at her as being the miser. Like she's an older woman and she's making the money and she's hoarding the money and she's being very stingy with it, and it's causing him a lot of aggravation. Like she's literally got a wall between the two of them and she's hoarding all the riches to herself and she's being the miser. So a lot of his aggravation is coming from there. And I'm looking at her face really carefully. Do you see how she's looking over her shoulder, almost like being sneaky? You see how she looks like she's being sneaky? Like she's got stuff in front of her and she doesn't want him to see, like, looking over the shoulder. I'm feeling a sense of deception with some of her riches and with some of her wealth. Like Spirit just told me all is not revealed. All is not revealed. Like whatever money he knows about, there's more. She's got money that she is hoarding, that she is stocking away. She's got secret accounts. All is not revealed. What he knows about is what he knows about, but there's more. Like she's looking over her shoulder, like you don't know everything, Salah, and you will not know everything. I'm keeping a lot of this for myself. So he's dealing with a miser. This card is the guidance card. So the message for him is he needs guidance. He needs to reach out for guidance. He needs to reach out for his higher self to get grounded because he hasn't been grounded in quite a while. So he needs guidance. He needs to reach out to people that can help guide him because Foodie is isolating him away from everybody, from family, from friends, from people in the community that could give advice and wisdom and experience. Like, she has isolated him away from everybody who might be an influence, but also anyone that might help ground him. Laziness. Laziness. This is a problem. Laziness. You know, like he's too lazy. This is an obstacle. The laziness, just laying back and doing nothing. Laziness. Foodie seduced him into the lazy lifestyle, and he's gotten used to being lazy. So this is going to be an obstacle that he has to get past. And this laziness pertains to a lot of things, with making money, with taking care of himself, with standing by his morals and values. Like, he's just been very slack with all of it, and he needs to get on top of it all again. The comparison card. It's interesting. Comparison. So the first thing popping out to me is you got a tree and you've got a bamboo shoot. So what I'm getting off of this is, when you look at a thing, take note if something is hollow or something is solid. If something can be easily broken or not. The tree is not hollow. It cannot be easily broken, but the bamboo shoot could. So you got to take stock of that. What is solid? What has deep roots? And what is shallow and has no deep roots? You know, he's really got to stop and think about what has value and what does not. And he needs control. He needs to control himself. He really needs to control himself. He needs to take control of himself and not let somebody else control him. And Spirit is telling me one more card. Yikes. Well, this came in upside down. The success card came in upside down. So you're not riding the tiger, Salah. If this were right side up, this is what the card would look like. So upside down, because okay, so here's the message, I think. So I guess what Spirit is trying to lay out is what he needs and what's stopping him from being successful. So exhaustion. He's dealing with exhaustion. He's dealing with a miser who hoards her money and doesn't talk about all of her money and hides a lot of it from him. He's not reaching out for guidance. The sense of too much laziness going on, way too much. He's not really examining, does something have substance or not when he gets around it or brings it into his life. He's not exerting as much control over himself in his life as he should, which is leading to lack of success. So, you know, like Spirit was just outlining, these are the things that need work. These are the things that are in the way, and this is what's keeping you from being successful. So let's move on to Mr. Natter. Pete said the other day that Sam is doing well. Sam must be with somebody he knows. You know, at the same time, you can't really trust Pete, because Foodie talks to him and he would say whatever it is she wants him to say. He has said he will lie for Foodie. So just to keep the narrative going that she has access to Sam, she might be telling him to say that. You know what I mean? You can't completely trust Pete. He's not truthful. Look who he was best friends with. And he wants her back, so he will lie for her to cover her butt. So you can't really trust him. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on in the background. He lies. Chantal lies, but he will also lie for her. Okay. So moving on to Mr. Natter. So how y'all doing out there? Y'all getting quiet. I didn't come on too early, did I? So we're going... Man, these cards had a mind of their own today. I think so too, Ray. I think she never really left. She just chose a different name and went kind of incognito. Crock-pot chili. Ooh, nice. Hello, Britt. You know, now that I'm in New Mexico, I've tasted fry bread and Navajo tacos for the first time. Those things are delicious. They're delicious. Gumbo, very nice. My friend even told me the best flour to use for the the fry bread was Bluebird. She's like, that's the best flour to use. She got like 2 20-pound bags yesterday. So if you're making fry bread, you got to use that flour. All right, so we're doing one on Mr. Natter, okay? Okay, Natter, you're up. You're up, sir. I know, right, NyQuil? She won't get Julia fixed. She won't brush her. She won't groom her. And yet she keeps talking about Sam. I don't know, Ray. You know, come to think about it, that might be another reason why Foodie is agitated. Because she is obsessed with Natter. If Natter goes to jail, that's it. She can't use him to make drama on YouTube. So maybe that's why she's anxious, is because the person that she really likes might be going to jail sooner than later. And there's not a doggone thing she can do about it. Although, interesting thing. How many of you guys were around for the Cuba bees? Anybody here that was around when she went to Cuba and she was ragey the entire time? Anybody remember that? Do y'all remember all the live streams that she did? There's one part of those rages that I remember. I'm like, what is wrong with you? She said it was her fantasy for Natter to go to jail and be there for him when he got out. That was her fantasy. And she also said, wait, we're not done. She also said that she thought men who are in jail or in prison and just getting out of prison were hot because they were so worked up, pent up that they would have sex with anybody. She found that appealing. That actually came out of her mouth. they're so sexually frustrated that they would want to have sex with her. I'm telling you, she's sick. Very sick. So now he might be going to jail. She might get what she wants, right? Yeah, I saw that too, Hobbs. She got a very low opinion of herself. Well, that's because she's low. That's because she's really low. You know, what she's done to herself is one thing. But when you got a person, they hurt animals, that's unforgivable. I'm sorry, I can't. Nope. I'm not going to forgive you, and I'm not going to think highly of you if you hurt animals. No. What you do to yourself is one thing. What you do to another innocent being is quite another. And she hurt BBJ. She let BBJ get sick. So fuck her. No mercy for her. There's no reason she could come up with that would excuse away all of the neglect and all of the abuse. None. Zero. Zilch. All of the things that were wrong for that poor baby. And for those of you that might be saying, we want karma for Chantal, something you should know. Karma has been at the party for a long time. She's been sitting at the table alone in the shadows, but she's been there, texting on her phone. You know, Justice and Judgment have also been at the party, also on their phones, also sitting in corners. Karma's like texting to Justice, do you see this shit? Justice says back, yeah, I see it. Judgment says, don't worry, I'm taking notes. We're going to handle this. So karma's been at work, y'all. Everything's been imploding from the inside, crumbling little by little. Sometimes people are so evil, they don't deserve a quick knockout punch. Sometimes they're so awful that karma says, we're going to take our time with you. So it's been taking its time with Chantal. Like her health has gone down, her views have gone down, her money has gone down, things have gone sour with Salah. She put herself in a tight corner. She can't go home to Canada because she's got nothing to go back to. Everything is being slowly dismantled, little by little. So it's been happening. Everybody wants the dramatic and the knockout punch. Karma works how it does. Sometimes it works slowly, but it still works. It still works. So y'all want karma. It's been happening. I promise you. I know a lot of people are continuing to watch Chantal, not because she's interesting, but because we all want to see the end of the damn story, don't we? We've been watching this show for 8 years. We want to see how it ends. What is the final chapter? We don't know. We're waiting for the final chapter to close this damn thing out and move on. We're waiting for that moment where all of her lies catch up with her. But we've been patient. We've been very, very patient. But karma has been working. Our waiting has not been in vain. All right. Speaking of Karma. Let's see what's going on with Mr. Natter. I know, right, Joanna? We've all been through some stuff. Oops. 3 years of boring shit, Chantal. Seriously? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So we're starting off with Natter's reading. We got the Five of Pentacles again. So there's some money issues. There are some money issues with these two. Like they're not doing so well. But there's been some conversations that have been had. Really? There's been some conversations that have been had with the Three of Pentacles. Looks like Chantal's very much in the picture. Like, we're hurting for money. So let's open the pipeline of communication with the person who has money. Because that's when we were doing the best. Okay. Who are you? Got the Queen of Wands popping up. Who is this? I want to know who this Queen of Wands is. Who are you? Mature woman. Who are you? I got to come back to her later because I'm confused about the Queen of Wands, who that might be. Then we have the Six of Wands. Well, Dee Dee's a blonde, isn't she? I thought she was a blonde, not a brunette. The Queen of Wands is like someone with brown hair. So we got the Six of Wands. So it looks like there's like some kind of victory. What are you victorious over, though? And you've got the Magician. Yeah, something's in the works with them. Something is going on, y'all. I think Natter and Chantal are talking. And it feels like Natter might be getting money from Chantal. Like they're on the personal front, they are having money issues. And so to supplement, Natter has been talking to Chantal and getting money from her to help them both out. And he's Mr. I'm king of my house. Okay, so this Magician card. What is this Magician card? What is this? Pertaining to what? Back to this card again. We got the Five of Swords. So causing conflict. But it feels like what is going on? Talk to me, Natter. I don't think he wants to really fight with Chantal online. I think he's just got too much on his plate right now. I really don't think so. But he's still getting that money in hand. Yeah. Really? We got the Lover's card. We're back to the Ten of Swords again. You know, the last reading that I did on Dee Dee and Natter, there was a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting. And it's gotten even worse. Like, no matter what they do on camera, there's a lot of strife there. It's not a happy home front. A lot of strife. Somebody is feeling like, I feel pinned down. I feel like I can't move. Somebody's not liking this arrangement at all. Yeah, there's a Knight of Swords, a lot of conflict. Pick the sword, go to battle. Then you've got the Ten of Wands, a lot of fighting, lot of fighting. Man, they fight too much. Okay, King of Cups. Like he wants to be a lone wolf. He wants to sit on the throne by himself. He doesn't want a queen. But he wants to sit on that throne, but look at his cup. His cup has nothing in it. It's empty. So he's got the ego. He just doesn't have the means to back up the ego. And there's water beneath the throne. So the throne is not on solid ground. You know, like that throne is very shaky and could sink at any minute. So he's on the lookout for, what can I do to make money? What can I do? What can I do? Like looking out into the landscape, not seeing anything. So it's like this more strife with the Three of Swords. Too many swords. Like he's got a lot on his plate. Can't carry everything. Boy, he's full of himself. He is so full of himself. He thinks he deserves all of that and more. Look at him. Looking at the clouds. I deserve all of this. Sure you do. But just an inflated sense of self, thinking that he deserves the castle and the jewels inside of it and the crown on his head. He's got some inflated ideas of himself. Oof. Oh, Lord. So you've got the Knight of Wands. I don't know how that plays in, but then you got the Hierophant. I want to expand on the Hierophant. Can you tell us more about that? You got the Queen of Cups. Really? And, ooh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. You got the Hierophant. You have the Queen of Cups, which I think that is Dee Dee. It looks like Dee Dee to me. Then you got the Hermit card. So ending up alone. If there's some kind of judgment involved to where he had the Queen of Cups is no longer in the picture. Like just either wanting to be alone or he has to be alone. He has no choice. And then after he's gone, she's going to thrive. The Empress. Like just her getting out on her own. You got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, like I sense that he's going to be walking away from Dee Dee or being separated from Dee Dee. At some point, he's going to be like just wandering by himself. Because, you know, he's very selfish-minded, is Natter. He doesn't want to share whatever wealth he gets. He wants all the cups behind him, belonging to him. Nobody else gets to touch them. You know, it's all about me. See, he's not a king looking for a queen, willing to share. He wants all the cups behind him where only he has access to them. He wants all the glory, all the power, all of everything. Like this is how he sees himself. But notice, Natter, that you are not sitting on a throne, you're sitting on a stool. So there you go. There you go, sir. Okay. You got the Two of Cups, so perhaps a new union in the future of some sort. And then you've got the Seven of Cups, walking away from something. Or considering walking away from something. The Moon is looking down at him like, I don't know. You're about to make a bad decision. I don't know. You sure you want to go that way? I don't know. Is he going to go that way? Let me check. Yeah, he's going to go that way. because he wants all the cups. And he thinks he can tame the savage beast, which is Chantal. You tame the savage beast. But the savage beast is also the Queen of Swords. So, and there is a lot of strife that comes with her. You know, you ride with her, you're going to ride with knives in your back. Because that's just how she rolls. And then trying to balance out getting the money from her without getting the knives in the back. You know, like, how can I get money out of her without getting hurt? Yeah, he's all about that money. He wants that money bad. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, but he's worried about something. He's got some worries on his mind. He got some worries on his mind. Like, there's a lot of strife. He's getting a lot of nightmares. Maybe he dreams about woof, 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 woof. And he feels kind of stuck right now. Very, very stuck. He can't go anywhere. He can't do anything. He doesn't have the money to do anything, so he doesn't know what to do. He's looking for ideas to fix that. Everything's up in the air, though. But there's the World card, which means anything could happen. He's looking on ways to make money as much as possible. He might be working some new people behind the scenes to get money out of them, not just Chantal. And you're just fighting. Who's he fighting with? He wants that full lifestyle. So, like, yeah, that's a whole bunch of cards on Mr. Natter. Y'all got the basic gist of him. So how long have we been on for? Like 2 hours? I don't know if anybody is live right now. I haven't checked. But if there's anybody else that's live right now, if you guys want to go watch them, I'm not going to be mad about that. I mean, there's so many great creators on YouTube. It's hard to catch everybody. You know, you guys could always catch mine on the replay. But I'm going to do one more. And if you guys like the reading, if you want to like and subscribe, I sure would appreciate that. Or give a thumbs up. I really would appreciate that too. So how about we do, to close things out, we do a funny fake reading of sorts. Something for comedy. What do you guys think? You know, I've done readings on Chantal's fupa, on Hannibal's toenail. I want to do something funny. All right. We'll do one about the comedy. Yes, she did, NyQuil. She said that. All right. She did say that all you have to do is fake love me and I will give you the world. Well, she got what she asked for. She's not happy with it. She also said, I will manipulate the fuck out of you and then come on next day and be sweet as pie and you'll eat it up. She sure did. She said that in Cuba. And she said it with her whole chest. Thank you, Janet Pirate, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. She was so high in her arrogance, she actually told people what a liar she was. And she does behave that way. Okay. So we're going to do like a little fake phony reading. I wonder what I should read on. What should I do the reading on? Hey, Gerd, what should I do the comedy reading on? I've done Chantal's fupa, Hannibal's toenail, the Casio. You think the keyboard has something to say? The couch for pets. The gaming chair, Julia. Y'all put up your suggestions about what you want the comedy reading to be on. We got the Casio, the gaming chair, her fridge, the couch, her pets. Oh no, not the bidet. Not the bidet. No. Everybody's saying the cat. Do you want me to do a reading on Julia before we get into the comedy reading? Do y'all want me to kind of connect with that animal energy? I think I have the perfect deck for it too. We got the perfect deck for it. All right. We got the kitty cat deck. Oh. I'm sure FFG does the best Julia voice. Foodie's chair. Aw, nice, Samantha. So, like, this is not going to be a comedy reading per se. This is just going to be like her general energy, okay? And we'll do the comedy reading next. I just had a lot of people saying, do one on Julia, do one on Julia. So, okay, we'll do one on Julia before we get started. What is Julia's energy? What is Julia's energy? Can you give me some insight of Julia the cat in Kuwait? Julia is not happy. I'm feeling like she was happier when Chantal was gone, and she's not happy that Chantal is back. Like she had more room to run around in when Chantal wasn't there, and now that she's back being a cluttery mess, just kind of fucked up her shit. All right, so yeah, we're going to do something brief on Julia. Okay. Oh. Julia is very bothered that Chantal's there. She don't like her. Does not like Chantal at all. Not her favorite person. Okay. Okay, so we got the first card down. We got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so here's what the card looks like. Got the King of Pentacles. All right, so what am I getting off of this? I mean, it's different when you read on animals versus people. When you connect into the animal energy versus a human. For her, I'm feeling like Chantal may not be feeding her the way that she should. Like, I feel like this, Julia is around her a lot looking for food because she's not being fed the way that she should. Like the sense of sticking her nose into the can, like this looking for food. Yeah, I'm not liking that at all. Then we have this one. What is this? So we have this kitty surrounded by balls. Not fupa balls, different kind of balls, you perverts. The kitty has balls, just not fupa balls. The cat has all these balls next to her, but no one to play with. Like nobody plays with her. And there's a sense of kind of like sadness in her eyes. Like I've got all these toys, but there's nobody to play with. Ugh. and because because of the lack of interaction, it leads her to be much more bitey than usual, a bit more like when somebody is around, she gets a bit animated because there's something like cats have to release their energy. Like they have to be able to move and to like have their zoomies and all that. And because she's cooped up in a house all day, like she's got to release her energy in other ways, like chewing on boxes and bothering Chantal, so there's a sense of, the energy's got to go this way versus that way. And so she's been kind of acting out a little bit because of the lack of stimulation. I feel like the 6 weeks that Chantal was away, Salah wasn't around a lot, so she was essentially left alone. Hey, Hannibal, this is just to let you know what these are. Hannibal, this is the cat tarot deck. Let me show you. That's what they look like. So you get a good picture. All right. And moving on. Then we got this one, the cat looking down at the little fish cracker things. Again, I'm feeling a sense that Julia does not get fed like she should be getting fed. Like she's just getting whatever fucking scraps from Chantal. Chantal, don't piss me off. Don't you do to her what you do to BBJ, you bitch. But just looking for food. Looking for fucking food. And so she goes on the hunt for food. Looking for it. Getting into boxes and whatnot. And that's why she's getting in Chantal's face all the time. Like, I know you're working, but I don't care. Huh? Okay. So I'm going to show you guys the picture. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. I feel like she's sensing that she's in the shadow of another cat. Like she is just a stand-in for another cat. Like she doesn't feel loved. She doesn't feel cherished. Like, look at the picture. Just take a look at it. You got the bigger cat behind eating, and then you've got the kitten in front of like, what about me? I just, Julia was essentially like an imitation BBJ. And then she was treated like an imitation. So, like, she doesn't feel really loved by anybody in the house. It's like you're throwing food on the floor, but you're not loving me. Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles. Looking for attention, looking for food. Y'all wanted this reading, and I can't lie to you. You guys wanted this. You wanted to ask for it. I knew it was not going to be good, though. That's why I was hesitating. You got the King of Wands. Like she's really looking. She wants someone to play with her. She's looking for some interaction. Like she's in the house with Chantal, and Chantal doesn't really play with her. So she really wants that attention. She's begging for that attention. She's thirsty for it. And always looking to get attention from people. Like, do you see me? I'm right here. What's this? That's an interesting card, the Strength card. It looks like Booger. That looks like Booger. Didn't it look like Booger? Stepping on a mouse. She doesn't really feel strong right now. And she's getting into a lot of things, and she's being very mischievous. Okay. Can you expand on that? And she's really just looking for someone to like love her and to see her. Like she really wants to be like a lap cat. She really, really does. But nobody's offering a lap for her to be a lap cat. And so like basically she's just going through a cycle of needing attention, wanting attention. So she's getting into being very mischievous right now. She's got a lot of energy, and yet it's not being dissipated in the right way. Chantal is not feeding her the way she should, bitch. Y'all, I'm sorry. I got to cut this reading off. Otherwise, I'm going to start yelling and screaming. But y'all got the gist of what's going on with Julia. Okay? If I go any further, I'm going to be fucking mad. I'm going to be saying some bad words. Bad words. But y'all get it. She's lonely. She doesn't have another cat in the house to play with. No toys to really play with. Nobody's really interacting with her, and she's having trouble with the food. So, let's go back to the comedy reading. Let's turn the energy a different way. Let's turn this around. Tell me something comical to do a fake phony reading on. Okay, the bidet. Okay, who wants me to do a reading on the bidet? That sounds like a good suggestion. Chantal's debate. Not the bidet. Scuba head things? You mean the head wrap? The chin spanks. Cutie's temper shoes. Not the Temu shoes. This will be like the last reading, and we're doing this just for fun. It is not a real tarot reading. Obviously, you can't read on a bidet. But we're doing this just to close things out for a laugh. The gaming chair, the Thailand hotel room. Some tales to tell. How about the Thailand housekeeping staff? The maid. Y'all think that's a good one? What the housekeeping staff and the laundry staff are thinking? I think so too. I think they've got some things to say. Ew. Angela. All right, we're doing, you know what, Hannibal, since you're in here, I was actually considering doing like a comedy reading on your hot dogs. Hannibal's hot dogs. I'm sure the hot dogs have a lot to say. They're tired of you smoking shit and not cooking shit. And you're always running out of buns. And what's up with that fucking ketchup bottle that you don't ever put away? Clean up your shit. I'm fucking with you. I'm childish and petty. Smoking so damn much, you're not even cooking your damn hot dogs. I'm going to tell Alice. Alice is going to have a word with you. All right. So we're going to What do you guys think? Should I do a poll? How do you do a freaking poll in here? What is this? Engage with your audience. Start a poll. I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to get y'all's opinions. Which one should? Damn it. Okay. So the poll is up. Which one should I do the comedy reading on? The bidet? The housekeeping? Y'all tell me. Uh-oh. Bidet's not winning. Housekeeping is. I'll let it go for a minute. I got to shuffle these cards anyway. What in the hell? You changed your mind to housekeeping. Let me see what it looks like. It looks like, dang it. Okay, right now we're looking at the bidet at 35% and housekeeping at 65%. I mean, the bidet does have things to say, but I think that housekeeping would have a lot more. What do y'all think? I mean, the things those poor maids have already seen. Jeez. I think the housekeeper's got something to say. They've seen some things. They want to talk to us. Oh, the bidet got some more. Y'all hurry up and vote, because I'm going to shuffle up these cards and then we're going to get started. She did not dispose of her accidents appropriately. Yeah, that is so foul. Even if you have an accident in your underwear, you can put that into a smaller bag, into a trash bag, tie it up by itself, take it to the dumpster and throw it away. What you don't do is leave it for housekeeping. That's just nasty. That is bio waste. Nobody wants to look at it, smell it, or touch it. That's gross. That's sick. That's gross. Okay, so we're going to end the poll. So it looks like housekeeping won. All right. So we're doing one with the housekeeping, and I thank you guys for voting on the poll. All right, so let's do it. Hey, Yellow Moon. So, what were the feelings of the housekeepers? How were they feeling? What were they perceiving of Chantal? What is going on with that? The housekeepers were not happy. Like there was near mutiny with those housekeepers. They're like, fuck this girl and fuck her room too. Like they were not having it. Hey, Tucker. They were all walking in there with hazmat suits on and sticks because they don't want to touch anything. You know, like there was like a near riot. Look at them. They're like, no, I don't want to go in there. Do you go in there? Let's draw straws. Like, like I'm not going in there. I mean, nobody, like they were having fight. They were having arguments about who would have to clean that room. Having arguments with that room. And they were especially having arguments because she doesn't tip. Like, I'm not going in there and cleaning up after her. She don't tip. She don't tip. So they were having little meetings and stuff, you see, about who's going to clean up after her, knowing that she don't tip. And if you notice, there's a garment in the woman's hands, like, not only do we have to clean up after this messy bitch, her fucking laundry is everywhere. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. And they felt like every time they had to clean her room, they were going to war. Like it's a literal battle. Going there all suited up and ready to go. Hazmat suit on. Big old garbage bags to pick up her mess. And nobody wanted to help clean up that mess. Whoever the unfortunate soul was that had to clean the room that day, they were not happy with it. Carrying out big, heavy bags of trash, dirty, nasty underwear. It's like it's a big burden for them to carry. Oh no, and there was even talk about a revolution. There was even talk about maybe we should just burn her room, burn it with fire to clean it. Cleanse it with fire. Please cleanse it with fire because we can't clean that up. Get all the germs out of it. There was talk about what can we do? Like we just torch the place, then it will be clean. So there was serious talk about that. But the management had a word with all those people and said, "Are you crazy? You'll burn up the whole hotel. You cannot burn a room without burning the rest of us up, stupids." So like that idea is off the table. But like to get the smell and the germs out of there, fire was considered. It was a serious possibility. And then the housekeepers were like, if you want us to go the fuck in there, you have to give us more money because no, that is entirely too much. She's doing too much in there. She's not tipping us. Goodbye. And then, of course, Foodie came in bringing a little fishy smell. Like they started smelling smells of marine life in the ocean in places where there was no ocean. So, yeah, they started noticing the fishy smell. Wondering where is it coming from? Where's this fishy smell coming from? Why does it smell like the ocean in here and the ocean is miles away? So that was another development. Then you had justice. Like they wanted justice because they didn't want the whole place smelling like seafood. Somebody was talking about whale hunting in the hotel. Like, do we have to go like harpoon this whale? Would that get rid of the fishy smell? And do we have a scale big enough to weigh it once we do get done with it? And the smell and the garbage and all of that became so bad that somebody decided, you know what? I'm going to make shields for all of us. We're going to walk into the room with shields to protect ourselves. So they sat down and made shields for housekeeping. Like we're going into battle, we need shields. We're going to need the shields to keep ourselves safe. Then you have this is the head housekeeper, and she was none too happy because she noticed that some of her underwear was missing from the laundry. And she's like, did this fat bitch actually take my fucking underwear? And what is she doing wearing my drapes for a dress? So she was none too happy and pleased with her either. Tell you housekeeping. I'm doing one on housekeeping, so Matt should be very happy. The Page of Wands. Somebody coming in and they actually took a stick and tried to measure the level of germs with the stick, exactly how high the level of germs was, based on if the sprouts on the stick died or not. Then one housekeeper was just like so totally done. They're like, I don't care how much money you pay me. I am not going back in there. I'm out here in the fresh, clean air. The air inside that room smells like fish. It smells like barracuda. It smells like ricotta. It smells like trash. That is a cologne I just don't want on me. No management. I'm not going back in there. I quit. So management said, look, what if we, freshen the place up? We put some air freshener, and freshen the place up to where it smells nice. What do you think? And the housekeeper's like, no, because that fishy smell is giving me a headache. It's giving me a migraine. I'm finding dirty, nasty, soiled underwear under the bed. It's giving me nightmares. It's no, I can't deal with it. No. So that particular housekeeper said, fuck it, and they quit. So then management had the task of trying to find other housekeepers to do the work and try to offer more money, but word gets around Thailand. And, people started getting on Reddit, started getting on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, spreading the word about Foodie and shutting down the management's plans to hire future housekeepers. And people are like, I don't want that job. I don't care how much you pay me. So management was unsuccessful in finding more housekeepers. They're like, nobody would take it for any amount of money. There was one lone housekeeper left, and she had to do the job, and she didn't like it, because all the fruit flies and the garbage just made her feel a certain kind of way. She felt boxed in, like all the bags of garbage. It was just a big old mess. And Foodie was making her bring out tons and tons of garbage every day. And in the end, that housekeeper quit. She's like, fuck it, I'm going to go travel. So that's the reading for the housekeepers. There was mutiny. There was espionage. There was spy versus spy. Yes, it was a whole thing. So did you guys enjoy that? That was for fun. Thank you. You're welcome, Joanna. And I'm sorry the reading on Julia was not nice, but I knew it wouldn't be. That's why I was like, I don't want to. I knew it wasn't going to be happy. It's not a happy environment for Julia, but you guys wanted it. So I got to give it to you straight. And that's why I had to stop too, because I felt it was going to get even worse. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We've been on this stream for quite a long time. And I'm going to get off here and go get some stuff done. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. If you have, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. And if you want to give the stream a like, please do so. And I thank you guys very much for being here. So y'all have a great night and take care. Bye.